Hello. It's been a while. It's been a lot going on and just been awfully distracted by life and everything else that's happening. But yeah, I've just bitten the bullet. Let's spit one of these out, keep you all updated, and also just like kind of document where we're at right now, because I've been watching back through the videos and it's really useful to see, like, I don't know, how rough things used to be, and it's a nice comparison. So right now I'll show you the more minor of the things. Going outside, you can see I've got numbers. So I'm going to check the mail. I've got this lovely big letterbox which locks because I suspected I had mail being stolen, which I'll get into in a bit. Oh, nothing. I'm having major problems having my mail delivered. Freaking sucks. I'm only receiving like half of the letters that I'm meant to, and it's causing all sorts of administrative issues in the life of yours truly. That's why I bought this like crazy letterbox. Hang on, I'll just lock this. So we got new numbers, new letterbox. Still not getting all my mail. Don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah. So now we'll walk around the side. You can see I've mowed this little path because I had to make way for my plumber and gas people to put in my new gas meter. Look at this. This is my new gas meter. So I've got gas now. It's so good. So this white spray painted pipe is what my plumber put in, tying it in to the supply inside the house. And let's go and look at that now. Gas. This is huge. It means I can eventually, means there's, not much really standing in the way of me setting up a stove upstairs or obtaining hot water, which I have. See that in a second. So before they turn your gas on, you have to have an appliance and all of your fuel lines run internally, and then it's because they need to check the whole system from like the connection point outside to the appliance inside to make sure there's no leaks and that everything's good and that you're actually going to be using gas, because they're not going to hook you up unless you're going to be paying for their product. So yeah, got that all done. But before we go inside, let's just have a look at the outdoorsy area. I've I've mulched most of the yard now, and I've got this grill. Found it on the side of the road. Haven't grilled yet, but I've got charcoal for the grill. So yeah, little yard's nice. I've created this little path down to the veggie patch where my tomato plants and some other plants are growing, which is fun. Yeah. So I got a whole bunch of wood chips delivered a little while ago, a couple of months ago now. So I've just been making use of them, and the rest I'll just give away to neighbours. There's been inquiries. So that's it. Let's just have a quick look at the yard. Lovely little zone. My lawn mower, my wheelbarrow. It's all very bucolic out there. So let's go down into the basement. Should I show you my new steps? New steps, holding up beautifully. So hello, welcome to the basement again. What? So let's start over here. This is the best bit, really. Oh, actually, no. Let's go over here. So that meter outside, that comes in here. So this is the lovely new gas line that John, my new plumber, put in, which goes all the way over here to my hot water unit. So the gas line comes in here, gas. Gas goes down into the hot water unit. And I know it looks pretty rough, but this hot water unit works an absolute charm. We fired it up yesterday. The gas was connected yesterday. And it was like, bah! Went crazy for like a few minutes. And then it was just like, psh, and the water was at temperature. And it's barely come on since then. It's just holding the water at lovely hot temperature. Works great. So I'll demonstrate. Take my word for it. There's hot water coming out. This is a bucket of hot water that I just... Ooh, nice and warm. So we've got hot water. I've also finished my radiant heating system. So this hot water unit creates like 150 degree water, which is really, really hot. It's actually not safe. So on top, I might have been over this with you already, but I've got this, it's called a mixing valve. So this takes the incredibly hot water, mixes some cold into it, and then it mixes it down to like around 120 degrees, which is the hottest you really want coming out of your taps. Beyond that, there's like a bit of a scalding risk, and if a kid runs a bath with pure hot water, if it's 120, it won't like burn your skin straight away. So you've got like a bit of a warning. It will still be incredibly uncomfortable, but you won't, you won't scald and get like second or third degree burns. So that mixes it down to a safe temperature. It goes up there, and then from there it goes through this pipe, and then from that pipe it goes here to my hot water manifold. This is where my domestic hot water will go. This goes to the shower, this will go to the vanity, this will go to the kitchen, and then this one will be a spare, maybe for future attic, bathroom or something. I'm not sure yet. I might, not sure about why that's leaking out of there. Yep, it's just been kind of a battle against leaks. I'll get into that. So that's the hot water unit. The 150 degree water just comes raw out of here, and it goes into the system. So the first big thingy we have here is an expansion tank, which absorbs any like expansion and pressure differentials. Then we have, on top of that is an air separator, so any bubbles get separated out, and that like gets rid of the air, because air in your system is bad. It creates noise, and it can also wear moving parts. Having air and cavitation, it's called, it's bad. Then here we have a magnetic dirt separator, so any little particles of rust or anything coming in from the city lines or my old tank or whatever gets sucked out by a strong magnet in this. And now we have air-free, metal-free water that comes through into our pump, and then it goes down into the manifold. These are just test loops, but yeah, they go up into the house, feeding the radiators, nice piping hot water to heat the rooms, and then that slightly cooler water comes back and back into the hot water unit to be reheated, and the cycle completes. So yeah, finished my radiant system. I had the pump in the wrong position when I first put it together. The pump was down here, just pumping straight into the hot water unit, and that was creating problems because you're meant to pump away from the expansion tank, and I was effectively pumping into the main tank, which was then pumping straight into the expansion tank. So I was effectively pumping into the expansion tank, which is very bad. It like robs your system of positive pressure, and it creates a lot of negative pressure behind the pump, which can then suck in air and also create large pressure differentials, causing the aforementioned cavitation. So yeah, I rearranged everything. I kind of conceived it as a modular system with these flexible hoses, just because I didn't want to do a whole bunch of soldering, and also I didn't 100% know what I was doing, and I sort of anticipated having to move things around potentially. It's just nice having that flexibility to kind of move things, and yeah, I'm really glad I did, because I was able to, and now it works absolute charm. When I've tested it with thermostat. It comes on, it just hums, no gurgly air noises. It's really great. So yeah, gas, hot water, heat, achieved. So pleased. So happy. And I'm very, very close to achieving land bank compliance now. So I'm kind of all hands on deck getting the bathroom sorted out. So let's go and check that out, shall we? Let's go and have a look at the bathroom. In my last one, which is, oh my god, over a month ago I think my last video was, I said the next time you see me I will have tiled the floor and the shower, and I have. Here we go. Oh, that's just there to protect the floor. Look at that. Floor tile, baby! So yeah, I went with baby hexagons, which is very nice. And I'll put this back down. Now that the floor's tiled, I actually want to put cardboard down on the whole thing and protect it kind of semi-permanently while I work on the rest, because I'm in the middle of drywalling these other areas. So these 3 panels I've just put up today. This next panel here has to hold off until I've got the light wiring in, because this is going to be a light switch eventually. I'm just using it as an outlet at the moment. But once I've got that light wiring in, I'll switch that out for a switch. And then I'm going to have like a 3x2, whatever, 3-strand wire. So I've got dual controls for a fan and a light. But yeah, this is the main event, is the floor, which I'm pretty happy with. Pretty happy. I used like self-leveling compound underneath it to like make sure it was super flat, and it's pretty damn flat. I'm happy. It looks kind of rough around the edges, but there's going to be a skirting tile. I'm going to fill this area in with like a timber strip, and then there's going to be a skirting tile coming down, finishing at the floor. So this is all going to be hidden eventually. I'm waiting for this drain vent to go in. This is where the vanity is going to go. So once that goes in, I can like sheet that up and start closing it all out properly. I can close these upper walls out now, and so that's the next thing I'm going to do. And yeah, what I'm most pleased with is the shower and how these tiles worked out around the drain. Figuring this out, the tiling around the drain, was a bit of a puzzle. You just want it to be as simple as possible with as few awkward cuts. And so here I managed to get just all straight cuts, and it worked out really, really nicely. I think it's going to drain really well, and it's all very well waterproofed underneath. Once again, the edges, you're never going to see that. There's going to be wall tile coming right down to the floor tile, and then it's going to have a nice cork joint around it, caulk. And so, yeah, you'll never see that. But yeah, next is wall tile in the shower, then shower controls, and then I've got a functioning shower, which is amazing. Rather than relying on the kindness of friends to borrow their showers when I can, I'll be able to have my own showers whenever I want, which is pretty exciting. No more rag and bucket. So yeah, let's just have another look, shall we? Yeah, I like the little baby hexagons. And I was thinking of using a grey grout so there was more contrast, I guess. But yeah, I decided to go with the white grout. It's just much more simple, and I'm actually really happy with it. And the gaps aren't all perfect. I mean, it looks pretty good, and I might be a little bit of a perfectionist, but at least the white grout kind of diminishes the kind of odd gaps here and there, which is great. So we are very close to having a finished bathroom, people. Next is one of the reasons I pushed really hard to get this floor tile down is because I need this down before I can put a toilet in here. You got to put the toilet has to go on top of tile. So one of the land bank things is, in order to satisfy their like bathroom requirements, you have to have a toilet and a sink in an enclosed space. And I believed that I had that in the basement because I've got a toilet and a sink down there, and the basement's enclosed, but it has to be separate from the kitchen because my kitchen is also in the basement. So it's like, oh fuck, all right, whatever. So I just like went went crazy and did this. So that little X on the ground is where I've measured. I'm going to cut like a 3-inch hole right through all of the layers of stuff so that I can fit like a toilet flange there. And then we can fit a toilet. And then I'm going to, I think, because there's going to be like a clever cabinet going in here. But I think in order to get a sink in here as quickly as possible, I'm just going to put in like a basic, super cheap pedestal or something just to satisfy the land bank while I continue on the rest of this room, tiling the shower and all of that stuff. And then once that's done and I've satisfied the land bank, I can like take out the basic pedestal and make my clever cabinet and do it properly and not rush it and make it beautiful. Yeah, at the moment we're all about getting things happening as quickly as possible because I still don't have the bloody side lots and I really want them. So yeah, bathroom, hot water, gas, letterbox. I think that's about it. I did have a bunch of rubbish in my kitchen. Still a bit of a mess, but I'm using up all of this drywall to get the bathroom sorted out. And then once this is clear, I can start building my kitchen out, which is the very next thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing that kind of concurrently with the bathroom because I really want a kitchen. I'm sick of walking up and down these stairs. I'm sick of like weird animals going through my food when I leave it out. There's a lot of I just want a proper kitchen, just a nice dry kitchen where I can like just walk a few steps to pour myself some water instead of like walking all the way down the stairs and like, I don't know, but the basement's kind of dank. It's fine. It's certainly doing its purpose. But yeah, really want a kitchen and a stove. My God, it's gonna be so nice. So here's my gas supply. For my stove. So that will get kind of braced here like this. Brace that. They just left it floppy because there's a lot of finishing that needs to be done there. But yeah, it's a flexible line. It's not going to leak or anything. So my stove will go in this alcove here. The blue tape you see, that's where outlets are going to be. So there's going to be an outlet there, and then up there there's going to be an outlet hidden in the cabinetry for like an overhead microwave and maybe some lighting and stuff. There'll be another outlet there. And then yeah, the next thing is to build the wall for the island cabinet. There's going to be like a knee wall that goes around to enclose the cabinetry facing that way. And I need that wall in place because it's going to house the drain for the sink and also the electrics for the island, for the dishwasher, in-sink disposal thingy, and some outlets for, you know, appliances and stuff. You plug in a blender or whatever. So that's next, once I've tidied up the kitchen, which, you know, yeah, it's a mess, but it's going to get tidied up pretty quick. Yeah, I just wanted to spit this out real quick. It's been a while, and as promised, when you see me next, I'll have the floor tiled in the bathroom. So there you go. That's about it. I've got to get ready. I've got to go and do a job. I'm trimming a door down for a friend. The door is like jamming in the jam. It's just really hard to open and close because the house is like slowly settled over time and the frame is kind of like warped. It's an old house thing. So I'm going to take the door off its hinges, shave off the edges and the top a little bit, just enough so that it kind of opens and closes freely. And then put some new locks in, and then yeah, I can have a leisurely afternoon. But I've got to load up all my tools and get ready for that. So anyway, I love you a lot. Thank you very much for tuning in, loyal viewers. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.